Good morning. This is King Harp. White America, I implore you to quit talking stupid. It's very stupid, and a lot of us black people that are kind of not, like you guys coming from big finances and all of that. We tend to believe that what we say is not important. Some of us, not me, but some of us, and we choose your talking points. Some of us. And you guys feel that what you say is right because of the origin of how you're anchored on where you come from. Your ancestors and people owned slaves, and they had a very horrible, heinous culture, and you have a mindset of that. This is the reality. Not all of you, but definitely a lot. And you don't have the ability, a lot of you, to understand that you don't have the ability to understand that you don't know what it takes for us. We have to decide that. You can't tell us what to do. And it's talking about Breonna Taylor. The way these people responding to the death of Breonna Taylor for no reason at all. The way the police went in there, they broke laws. They didn't announce themselves. The guy, they really weren't looking for him. They didn't find anything. Unfortunately, those men effed up. They effed up. You can't, but you got comments from white people saying, even a police officer, they can't believe the good guys went down. How you call them good guys? And that girl was in her bed sleeping. Why are you judging her? Why are you judging her and judging this boy, the young man she's with? You don't know these people. This is what we're talking about. Shut up. Then you got the nerve to say these things without knowing these people. And I'm hearing all these different comments that you're making. And it's really horrible about black people getting shoot down by the police. I'm hearing these comments about reparations. None of this stuff is really your business unless you're going to help. If you're not going to help, shut up. It's not your business. And we're not going to stop standing. This is a new stand. Well, they stopped in the 60s. Dr. King was assassinated. This is a new thing coming up. We're not going to stop. Why don't you go down in history the right way? I mean, honestly. You come out better doing it that way. So you want to die, get old and die as a evil source of what you've been made. Because I'm sorry, we don't share your legacy. Our ancestors were not slave owners. They were not people who raped and burned people, killed people, hung people on trees. They were not people who created Jim Crow. They were not people who lied. They were not people who killed children, had sex with little children, slaves. Our family wasn't those people. I'm sorry. We don't share that legacy with you. Unfortunately, we do share a legacy of somebody being harmed. You're angry with us because you share a dishonorable legacy, but you took things. So therefore, you all guys have wealth, own everything, housing, beautiful ways, beautiful anchorings. And then you have an attitude, a lot of you, about the way you should be toward us. I'm not saying this about every white person, but I'm saying this about the majority. And those who don't even act like this, when you get ready, you can because you're white. We're trying to destroy that. And we're trying to keep our communities from going down and down and down and not understand that our kids and a lot of the black community don't understand the positioning of reality as an American and what they can do and how they can be with ideas and come out of being depicted and shaped a certain way by power source. That rap really messed up our children. We weren't like this before rap music and crack. We weren't corrected either. We were never corrected either in terms of government. Now, if we had been corrected before rap music and crack, do you think we'd have catapulted? Yes, I think so, because rap music and crack wasn't even out during the time we were supposed to get corrected. We were in suits and ties, and then the women were in dresses protesting. When Dr. King, we owned stuff all in Detroit. The KKK ran people off their property in the South. We could have had a brand by now. We were abused. Once you abuse something so long, it kind of hang around what you tell it to do. And that's what happened to black people. Once you tell it to do something, and we're trying to reshape that narrative, we're trying to rub off that paint so that we can put our own culture together, our own paint, and our own narrative. See, we understand what we're doing. We understand this. So all of this happened to black people because we were exploited by a power source that never corrected us. So this is what we're saying. You don't even have enough decency and enough dignity to open it up and look at it. You don't care. And we're not asking you to care about us, but we're asking you to stop disrespecting us and not knowing what the hell you're doing. We're offering you and asking you to go down in history the right way. Because it's going to go down. You're a fool if you don't. That's your good name that you're throwing away, that you're wasting. That is your good name when you're going against the descendants of slaves. Do you realize what kind of situation we're in with the country? It ain't just white people anymore, but you guys hold the key because this is a origin of our country. This is us, but it ain't just you no more because you let other people come here and do the same things and just about the same things. So we're being oppressed by the nation and the society in terms of subservient positions and the descendants of slavery. Because we don't have the same opportunity in the political arena, in terms of business and government. So other people get to exploit us, which the government has already done and business has already done. That's how drugs we started using drugs and stuff. They had dropped them off in the community. We should have been corrected a long time ago, and we would have been made a brand, and we would have been able to fight on these levels in terms of community. We'd have been used to a different access to community and business and society. Well, we begin the process now. And for you all out there talking and saying all these things, do you guys realize that this is your own good thing? You run from the inside out. Cut the check.